Total fun fact, I tried to film this video yesterday and I hated it. So we're back! Oh my god. Okay, so a lot of people on Instagram requested that I do a chit chat, get ready with me, question answer. You guys asked for it and here we are. So like I said, tried to film this yesterday, hated it. It wasn't a bad look, I just wasn't feeling it. So I've decided to do something really fun for this one. And then the next video that I do, we can figure out together. I'm gonna do something really fun and colorful. I know not everybody's into color, but probably next week I'll do something a little bit more Christmas glam instead of something so artsy, but I just really was feeling the artsy vibe. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Georgia. I'm actually a musician, singer-songwriter who just happens to love makeup. It just happened that way on accident. I'm going to answer some questions about me today, so hopefully you'll get to know me a little better if you don't already. And we're going to attempt to do this really colorful look. I'm actually going to recreate somebody that I saw on Instagram. Her @name is Snook, so it is not my idea, but I really like the way all her colors were. Plus, you know, love the colors this time of year, really my deal. So her name is Snook, and it's this cute, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. So it's going to be like a very colorful Christmas glam look. Her @name is SN0OK, so Snow 0OK. It's very confusing. It's probably Snook. I'm going to start with my moisturizer and kind of go over how I do my skin before I do anything, and we'll get into the video. So I'm really loving the Clinique, oh, it's so disgusting on the outside, I really am sorry. So it's the Clinique Pep Start Moisturizer. It's actually really good. It controls your oil, so if you have oily skin like me, you'll be a very happy camper. I really wish they had this in like a pump situation because it is really messy and you're having to stick your fingers in it, which is not that hygienic. But if you are one of those people like me who before I knew anything about skincare didn't care, it won't apply to you. So I'm trying to be gentle on my face because everybody always says I'm tugging at my skin. So I'm trying to be very nice today. So this is actually my holy grail for my oily skin. I have not too oily skin, but I really pick up oil in the T-zone area. So my makeup tends to wipe in this area pretty easy. So I use the Tarte Matte and Poreless primer. I just use like a little dot. I don't know if you can see that. Use a little oil slick and I just rub it in my fingers, warm it up, and then I rub it in my T-zone wherever I have pores. So my camera just stopped recording. Love that. Usually I like to start off with the eyes. So I'm gonna put my hair back. Now you don't have to use what I'm using. So I'm not gonna do the little lights that she has around it, so I'm gonna make it a little bit more wearable, but still super fun. I don't have the gold glitter, but I do have a multicolored glitter, which I think will look good too. So it's not gonna be identical, but it will be pretty similar. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to just use this Morphe one that I got from their I Slay collection. Up close and personal, my skin is so bad. So I've had strep throat for the past week, so I haven't left the house in a week. It's been fantastic. I didn't know I had it until Wednesday, and then it just progressively got worse, and I was like, wow, this would be my life. I go in with the Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions palette. These palettes are so good. If you're looking for a good like color payout for not a too bad price, like 9 shades with like all color, like you can't go wrong with this. So I'm gonna dip into the light blue in the palette. I'm gonna coat my brush with that. I forgot to prime my eyes. So before I do anything, I'm gonna prime my eyes. I use the Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral. Typically I'd use a white base for color, but I don't have one right now. So I'm gonna blend that in. You know, the only nice thing about being sick is penicillin really does make your skin really nice. So in about a couple days, I'll start to see the results after the illness has passed and all the bacteria is out of my body. Never had strep throat before. This was a first for me. It was something, let me tell you. I'm just gonna go in again just because I really want the base to be kind of thicker. And I just say that because the color will most likely hold on better if it's a little bit more wet. So I want the consistency to be as wet and thick as possible so that it holds the color. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but that's just what I do. And it seems to work the best for me. So I'm just gonna pat that into my skin. And I take it kind of out because I'm the kind of bitch that drags out her makeup. And that's just the way that I do things. Okay. So now that we have a base, I usually keep the base fairly wet if I'm working with color, just because it's easier, but I also crease, so I gotta move fast. So, like I said, I'm gonna coat the brush with the blue shade from the Huda Beauty, and I'm gonna start packing it on the crease for that blue that she has in the crease. I have recently really liked blue, like, to work with in terms of color, and I know that's bizarre because blue's like such a, like, if you're not careful, you can look like you are a little kid who just got into some Claire's makeup. But I just, lately, if you know how to manipulate it and really create that depth and gradient, you could really come out with something good. So don't be afraid to use color. But I'm just gonna blend that blue all the way up. And I know I usually just take everything really high to the brow. So I don't think she has a wing out, so I think I'm really screwing myself here. Okay, she does. So I'm just gonna blend it more circular than I was in the beginning, because it looks like hers is like not winged out. Usually I wing out my looks, so I'm just gonna, I mean, I suppose it's my take on it, so I can do what I want, really. I'm just gonna make sure everything's blended, and don't be afraid to take your time with the blending. Okay, now that we have our light blue down, it looks like she has red in the middle, yellow on the inner corner. So I'm gonna take a detailed brush. So I'm gonna take the blue in the Huda Beauty palette right here, and I'm just gonna put that on my outer V. I'm gonna start with a detailer brush, and then I'm gonna work my way in with the reds and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna take the blue on this small Jaclyn Hill collection 40 detailer brush, and I'm just gonna go in on the edge and really pack on that blue. Now I'm gonna bring it a tiny bit up to the crease just to define it a little. This looks like the kind of look that's gonna be a mess at first, but once you get everything together, it'll look really good. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my light blue again. Same blending brush that I used in the beginning, just to smoke out that. So I'm just blending that out. Now I'm gonna go in with my packer brush, and I'm gonna do the red in the middle. Hopefully this works. Okay, pigment, yes. I was not doing this earlier, so I'm like actually a really happy person right now. Oh hell yes! Ah! Love that. I'm just gonna wait to do the other eye and see how this goes, so at least I have something to put on the internet. Honestly, thank the living Lord, because I was so nervous. I was like, this is never gonna work out. Okay, I'm taking detailer brush in that blue, and I'm just patting around the edges of the red. I have a feeling for the yellow, I'm definitely gonna have to use concealer. I just know. And I'm just gonna use my finger to pat the red on too, just to give it more of an intense color, because it's hard with the brush, I think. I'm just gonna pat the edges just so that it has that blend. Oh, I'm so happy right now. And then I'm just gonna use that detailer brush to blend. That's what we have right now. And then the inner corner is gonna be the yellow. Use the blue to blend that. It's gonna look like purple at the top, really. So I'm gonna take the concealer into my crease of my frontal part of my, just for the yellow, because yellows are freaking hard, man. And I love Huda Beauty, but I'm just gonna be real with you. Her yellow is not as pigmented as it could be. Okay, so now that that's done, so for this one, I'm gonna take my packer brush on my Urban Decay brush, and I'm just gonna pack a lot of yellow, and I'm gonna stick it on my wet concealer. And hopefully this works out, because if not, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just using my finger, like, fuck it, honestly. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend at the end, so I just want it to be as bright as possible. This is like the coolest thing I've ever done, I think. And then I'm going to go back in with my finger in the red, just because it looks better with a little bit more. Guys, just for the purpose of the fact that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this video on my card, I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then we'll come back and go over questions that you guys asked me on Instagram, and then I'll finish up the face, and then I will show you guys what I do detail underneath and if I'm going to put glitter on top. So I'll be back. Hey guys, so I'm back. I just did face and concealer, and I baked, and I just cleaned up the eye look a little bit, and then I guess now all I have to do is contour, blush, and eyeliner, and just the underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the picture and what we have so far. How about that? So this is what she has going. This is what I have going. I don't have glitter on yet. I'm going to see if I can find a glitter that kind of matches her gold that she's got going on. I might just use a gold glitter in a flat brush and just kind of press it around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the blue in the outer corner and then green on the inner corner, and then we'll work from there. So let's get to it. And I'm going to answer some questions while we're here. Might as well. That's why we came here, right? So my first question that I got on Instagram was, besides obviously living life to the fullest, what are your plans for life? This is kind of depends on who you are as a person, I guess. A lot of people think that, you know, travel or money or success determines whether or not you're going to be happy in life. What I think is that no matter what you do in this life, as long as you're, you know, pursuing what you want to pursue and doing what you love, I feel like you'll always be happy. So for what I think living the life to the fullest is I think just being happy. I think that, like, besides jumping out of planes and fulfilling life that way, like, I definitely think just like making sure that you're happy and your mental state is great. So I'm just using the Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions, and I'm just using the blue that we used in the crease. I'm just dragging that down. Okay, so my camera stopped recording again. So this is just gonna be the best video of your entire life that you've ever watched. Okay, so the next question says, did you ever take a makeup class? No, I have never taken a makeup class. In a makeup class, but I'm pretty sure the reason I'm good at makeup is because I'm good at art. So it just kind of happened that way. I'm gonna use my brush cleaner, and I'm gonna clean off the tiny detail brush we used for the blue. This is the best stuff ever. It's Brush Bath by ABH Cosmetics, and it's phenomenal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette, and I'm gonna go in on the under eye. I already did the blue and kind of smoked it out, so now I'm gonna go in with the green, and I'm gonna go in on the inner corner. So I'm just gonna slowly build up the color. And then I'm gonna go in on the other side. So now what I'm gonna do is take a flat top brush that's just kind of like, looks like that. It's flat, but it's also really fluffy. So I'm gonna use that for the glitter on the inner corner. And for that, I'm gonna use my Stila Magnificent Metals in Diamond Dust. I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna just work it into the inner corner. So I'm just gonna take it off the back of my hand on the fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna work it all the way around the yellow part. That's actually fucking awesome because it just made everything look really good. Hell yeah, bitch. This is working out way better than I thought it would. The key is to work quick with this glitter because it will dry on you. Awesome, guys. So this is pretty much almost the finished look. I'm going to do bronzer and blush and highlight, and then I'll be right back. This is by far the best look I've ever done in my entire life, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, so we're almost done. I obviously did blush and contour and highlight. We are blinding. I did mascara and eyeliner off camera as well, just because I don't really know how this whole camera malfunction is gonna go. So I have two of my favorite red lips here. I think I'm gonna use the Outlaw shade. They're very so slightly different, but I kind of want more of like a blue undertone. So I'm gonna use the Kat Von D. It's more pinky. I don't know what lashes she used for the look, but we're gonna find out. So this is Under Eye Dread Kat Von D. Oh, and we've already started. And I'm gonna go in with concealer and clean it up because it got a little more messy than I wanted. Oh, this is such a fun look. I love it. Okay, so I don't know what lashes to do. Usually I do the Iconic Lights, but let's see what she has, and then we'll answer one more question. Let's see what she has in her description. Oh, she used her Mythic. I have Rouge Rouge lashes, but they're not the Mythic lashes. What should I do my Rouge Rouge? They're kind of big. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my Iconic Lights by House of Lashes, which are my staples right now. I love them. So another person asked, what is my favorite song right now? I would have to say my favorite song right now is Without Me by Halsey. I'm just going to be using the Duo Lash Glue. Some girl at Ulta told me it's the best glue ever, but actually if you've ever used the Eyeliner, like the temporary glue that they give you for your like throwaway lashes, like the ones that you only like can use like 5 times, That's the best lash glue I've ever used. Like, hands down. It doesn't rip out your eyelashes. At least it hasn't for me. So I'm just using my Iconic Lights by House of Lashes. My favorite lashes by them will forever be the Natalia lashes, but I don't want to use them right now because the look is so bold and these eyelashes are just enough to carry me through. And then somebody asked, when are you gonna dye your hair red? Never. What are your favorite makeup products currently? In terms of skincare, my favorite product right now is the Clinique Pep Start Moisturizer, Hydro Blur Moisturizer. I cannot talk suddenly. That's my favorite makeup product right now. And then, or skincare product, my bad. I think my favorite makeup product would have to be the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. They're so good. Like, just so good. He said, what's your favorite clothing item you can't live without? I have to say I would say like a hoodie, like an Adidas hoodie, and then like a pair of jeans or like a pair of leggings. Like, those are definitely items I just like could not live without. This glue is definitely not dry. I'm like trying to play the system. It's gonna be jokes on me in a bit. Okay, please, dear lash, freaking stick to my eyeball. Or my lash liner, whatever you freaking want to call it. I'm just gonna let it sit and like hopefully get tacky. It's the thing that takes the most freaking time. And then the lash glue, if it doesn't dry down, looks really ugly. And then, it's just not a fun process for me. Like, I never thought that I would struggle so hard to put on a freaking lash, but I'm not a pro yet. Like, winged eyeliner took me 2 seconds to learn how to do. Like, 2 seconds. And I think it's because I draw. This is like some physics shit. Like, you really have to be good at putting on, like, fake eyelashes to, like, get out the door like in a timely fashion. And I'm already late to everything, so I think that more than likely I will be the bitch that struggles with lashes like my whole life. Oh my god, did I get it on there? What a freaking shocker. Okay, last lash. This has not been the most successful get ready with me, mainly because my camera's been playing games with me. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Oh god, it's already fucking up on me. Please God, just stay on. I'm struggling. I'm literally scared to do anything right now. Is it just me, or are you scared to like breathe when you just did something that you're really proud of? And you're like, if I fuck this up, like I'm gonna literally have to restart. I'm just gonna put mascara on the lower lashes. So I don't have red eyeliner, so I just kind of put a little bit of the red eyeshadow I used on the middle on my waterline. We're done, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to spray my setting spray on my face. Even though I'm not going anywhere, but that's typically what I would do. I used the Urban Decay All Nighter. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a stressful filming situation. Typically I have my shit together, clearly not today, but I just wanted to say thank you for stopping by to see the finished look, and I really appreciate you guys for requesting that I do something like this, because you guys seem to really like my makeup looks, and I really am just so grateful. If you want to see more, obviously let me know. I will do one more Christmas glam look, probably more wearable. I've had a lot of problems of filming this, so I'm really grateful that I made it to the end. If you have questions, comments, or any questions about the products that I used, or I will list what I did on my face because I obviously didn't do that on camera. If you have questions on anything at all, please let me know. I am very active on Instagram and Snapchat, so if you guys want to add me on there, you're more than welcome to. For anything else, I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll try to do something a little less colorful and a little bit more Christmassy glam rather, but I'm really feeling color right now, and if it wasn't for the fact that it's Christmas, I'd be doing neons. So I'm really excited for the upcoming year because I'll have the opportunity to do some spring neons, pastel colors and all that fun stuff. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Have a great rest of your day, night, or afternoon, or wherever you're watching this, at whatever time zone, wherever in the world, and I'll see you on the next one. So thanks guys, and happy holidays.